Welcome back to the Actery Magic Channel. I'm Steve, the Actery. Today we're going to be talking about Feather the Redeemed, and this is another commander in my top 30 commanders list, or 30-day commander challenge, where I post a new commander every day. All right, let's get into it. Feather is a 3-drop, double white, 1 red, 3/4 flying angel. It says, whenever you cast an instant or sorcery spell that targets a creature you control, exile that card instead of putting it into your graveyard as it resolves. If you do, return it to your hand at the beginning of the next end step. So this is interesting. This is a replacement effect. So this also works with things that have flashbacks. So if you flash something back that's targeting a creature you control, then you're going to get that card back to your hand if you choose to at the end of turn, rather than it just being regularly exiled. Very, very cool card. So Feather, what can we do with it? Awesome. So 5A protection spells. Sheltering Light is give a creature indestructible and scry 1. God's Willing is give it protection from a color, scry 1. Awesome. Then we have Fight as 1. Target human you control gets +1/1 and gains indestructible until the turn, and or target non-human creature you control gets +1/1 and gains indestructible until the turn. Good business. So we can protect 2 creatures potentially with Fight as 1. Blacksmith's Skill is really great. It says target permanent gains hexproof and indestructible until end of turn. If it's an artifact creature, it gets +2/+2 until end of turn. Probably not going to be running a whole lot of artifacts in our Feather build. Number 4A, we're going to draw some cards. Shelter is a 1 white, 1 generic instant. Target creature you control gets protection from the color of your choice until end of turn. Draw a card. So Feather's going to exile that card from our hand because we targeted a creature, or exile it just in general, and then return it to our hand at the beginning of the end step. It is so good to be able to draw a card, give protection, and keep swinging away. Expedite is going to give our creature haste, 1 mana instant. It says also draw a card. Fists of Flame is a very unique card. It's 1 red, 1 generic instant. Draw a card until end of turn. Target creature gains trample and gets +1/+0 for each card you've drawn this turn. So Fists of Flame is first going to draw a card, and supposing we've already drawn on our turn, right? So now we've drawn 2 cards for the turn. Now Fists of Flame, if it's the only thing we play, is going to give our creature +2/+0, and then get exiled with Feather, and then be brought back to our hand. So we're drawing an extra card a turn, getting +2/0, and then if we happen to be drawing another card, say with Defiant Strike, we're going to get +3/+0 with Fists of Flame. And then Defiant Strike, it says target creature gets +1/+0 until end of turn, draw a card. Super good. No reason not to play it. Number 3 on our list, this is a brand new card. Angel Fire Ignition is a 1 red, 1 white, 1 generic sorcery. Put 2 1/1 counters on target creature. It gains Vigilance, Trample, Lifelink, Indestructible, and Haste until end of turn. Flashback. For a white, a red, and 2 generic, you may cast this card from your graveyard for its flashback cost and exile it. You can replace the exile effect from Angel Fire Ignition with the exile effect of Feather, meaning that Angel Fire Ignition will go back to your hand at the end of your turn if Feather is in play. This is bananas. So we can use Angel Fire Ignition early in the game whenever Feather's not in play, and then use it later in the game for its flashback cost whenever Feather is in play, and start getting it back to our hand every turn. And it's going to leave those 1/1 counters. This is a really powerful card in our Feather build. Number 2 on our list is Mavinda, Student's Advocate. It's a 3-drop, 1 white, 2 generic, 2/3 flying. It says 0. You may cast target instant or sorcery card from your graveyard this turn. If that spell doesn't target a creature you control, it costs 8 more to cast this way. If that spell would be put into your graveyard, exile it instead, activate only once each turn. Okay, so it says that if it would be put into a graveyard exile instead, we're going to replace that effect with Feather's ability and just get that card back to our hand every turn. Now, I will say though, you still have to pay the casting cost of whatever spell you're using in the graveyard. And if you don't target your own creature, it costs 8 more. But we are going to be targeting our creatures. Mavinda was built for Feather decks. She is super cool. I really like it. I really love the art. It looks like she's got like 3 arms or something going on. I have no idea what's going on with Mavinda, but she's got a ton of arms. She's got feathers. She's cool. Number 1 on our list, drum roll, please. S for Sentinels, 1 white, 1/1 human soldier. I can't believe they printed this card. Whenever an opponent casts their first non-creature spell each turn, draw a card unless that player pays X, where X is Esper Sentinel's power. So if they go to try and remove this card, they're going to have to pay a tax, or else we're going to draw a card. It's so good. And then with that other, I don't know, what is that card called? The one that's like getting it. Oh yeah, Blacksmith Skill. If you happen to target Esper Sentinel with Blacksmith Skill, now the creature is going to get hexproof, indestructible, and +2/2 until end of turn. So not only are you going to invalidate their removal spell, but now they're going to have to pay even more on their tax than they normally would. This is bananas. This is so good. Anyway, please like, share, comment, and subscribe. Thank you so much for coming out to my 30-day challenge. I can't wait to see you next time. Deuces. Oh. There's my button. Oh, there's a button. Bye.